Hello, brothers and sisters in Christ. Today we shall resume our read through the book of Revelation, and we shall be reading chapter 13 together. Then I stood on the sand of the sea, and I saw a beast rising up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and on his horns 10 crowns, and on his heads a blasphemous name. This is presumably referring to the beast system. Now the beast which I saw was like a leopard. His feet were like the feet of a bear, and his mouth like the mouth of a lion. The dragon gave him his power, his throne, and great authority. A similar beast, such as the one described here, like a leopard, and feet like a bear, and mouth like that of a lion, is described in the book of Daniel. I urge you to look it up. Verse 3, And I saw one of his heads as if it had been mortally wounded, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world marveled and followed the beast. Verse 4, So they worshipped the dragon, who gave authority to the beast, and they worshipped the beast, saying, Who is like the beast? Who is able to make war with him? Verse 5, And he was given a mouth, speaking great things and blasphemies, and he was given authority to continue for 42 months, that is 3.5 years. Verse 6, Then he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God, to blaspheme his name, his tabernacle, and those who dwell in heaven. Verse 7, It was granted to him to make war with the saints, and to overcome them, and authority was given him over every tribe, tongue, and nation. Verse 8, And all who dwell on the earth will worship him, whose names have not been written in the book of life of the Lamb, slain from the foundation of the world. Has your name been written in the book of life of the Lamb? If you have to ask that question, you should ask yourself now. Verse 9, If anyone has an ear, let him hear. Verse 10, He who leads into captivity shall go into captivity. He who kills with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Verse 11, Then I saw another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and spoke like a dragon. See, this is the counterfeit lamp. Satan has a counterfeit for everything, including a lamp. But this lamp speaks like a dragon, because of course it's not the lamp of God. Verse 12, And he exercises all the authority of the first beast in his presence, and causes the earth and those who dwell in it to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. Verse 13, He performs great signs, so that he even makes fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. Verse 14, And he deceives those who dwell on the earth by those signs which he was granted to do in the sight of the beast, telling those who dwell on the earth to make an image of the beast, who was wounded by the sword, and lived. He was granted power to give breath to the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many as would not worship the image of the beast to be killed. But those who would not worship the image of the beast, those subsequently would become the tribulation saints. Verse 16, He causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hand or on their foreheads. There is a lot of speculation about what this mark on the forehead and on the right hand, what it could be. Many maintain that it is a microchip that is injected into the right hand, but this mark may very well be a spiritual mark. It is the mark which you would find in the absence of the mark of God. The mark of God is that one where people keep God's commandments. Without that mark, you are with the beast. Verse 17. And that no one may buy or sell except one who has the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Verse 18. Here is wisdom. Let him who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. His number is 666. So that is the number of the Antichrist, 666. Brothers and sisters in Christ, I hope that this reading has blessed you. We hope to meet again so that we may be able to read chapter 14 together. In the meantime, God bless you all.